We enter this sacred space in reverence, presence, and love. I am that I am, Ea, Escher, Ea. I am light, I am love, I am infinite. Please enter this sacred space and understand that you're stepping into sacred ground, that we are here together. And let's all say together, I am light, and I am love, and I am here to step into the sacred space between the worlds of infinity, connected to my ancestors and to those wisdoms within the earth, within the peoples of the ancients and the peoples to come. From all dimensions and all times, I am the light. I step through with the light, and I am guided by my truth. I enter this sacred space. I am here. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. In Lakech Alakin, I am another you. You are another me. I am here to stay in sacred space. I am here to step into my truth, my missions, my path. I'm here to release myself from old soul contracts, karmic ties, and heavy beliefs. I am here to be the light, to be the clear communicator, to receive my empowering key codes, and to bring my light to those who are waiting for it in order to complete their awakening and their path. Allow yourself, close your eyes, get comfortable, relax into this sacred space. We are moving between the worlds. We are welcomed by the ancient Maya from the temples and the iguanas to the blue skies and the wisdom in the cells of the ocean, the emerald coast. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. I enter with the intention to free the past pain and darkness, and to be the light and become the light. I bring this sacred copal and ask this sacred smoke to clear and cleanse the deepest and darkest parts of me, the parts of me that keep my secrets, powers, and treasures from being revealed to me, to others. I'm ready to embody and embrace my true mission and allow my physical body, my emotional body, my voice, my inner eye, my spiritual and emotional bodies, and all the prosperity and support that is already here for me. I'm here to live my journey and my mission. I'm here to receive the secrets of wisdom from my Maya, wise, human ancestors, those who still live, those who held the highest powers of awareness, connection, communication, and chronology. Welcome home. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. Relax deeper and allow your higher self, your I am presence, and your body elemental to connect you to the clarity of your solar plexus, to the purpose of your soul in your heart center, to your ability to speak and hear and receive clear communication in your throat. Receive into the root this connection to the ancient wisdom of movement and measure, of sacred geometry, the square, the X, the sun, the wisdom to move up and down, to ride the rhythm and ebb and flow of the energies wherever I am. You feel yourself standing in a sacred jungle. You are standing near the edge of a body of water. You can see on the far side more jungle. And you see sacred chanting and painted Maya canoeing towards you in enormous wooden dugout canoes. They are painted with an incredible blue and white, and their feathers and the symbols, all the energy about them is fully grounded in the truth of the above and the below, of the material and the spiritual. You sense this balance as you watch them come towards you. They are singing and chanting, and the rhythm begins to move into your cells and into your sacral. It begins to vibrate your bones. You feel all of the liquids in your body slow and join this sacred rhythm. Pulsing, it begins to calm all cells and systems and all memories and beliefs and all thoughts. It calms the brain and all the neural pathways of current perceptions and beliefs. You feel your heart joining this rhythm, and a blue light dawns within your heart center. It glows with love and truth, and you feel a relief and a joy as a star rises from your heart, spinning and glowing. The star goes up, 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 maintaining a light connection to your heart. It gets bigger and moves into the night sky. You see this star from your heart joining, moving through the Orion gateway and into your own sacred star seed truth. Your heart open now to this beautiful place and space. You feel an expanded consciousness downloading into your beingness. Relax into gratitude. You are safe in this sacred chamber. You are safe. And love, layers and layers of love surround you. You now see and feel yourself with more senses. There are smells, there are colors emanating from the life force around you. The water moves and speaks. There's more essence and power to it. You sense the multidimensional essence to everything around you, from the clouds and the sky is vibrating blue, but beyond blue, and a layer and another layer. They begin to speak to your heart. The Maya arrive in the canoes, and two beautiful maidens step down. They bring you flowers, white in your right hand, purple in your left. They lay petals on the ground, leading you into the canoe. This canoe is very special. It's carved with symbols that are only relevant to you. The petals create a stairway into this canoe. And there is one beautiful Mayan man in the front with a paddle, and one beautiful Mayan woman in the back. There's a beautiful seat, and you sit here. It is carved like the jaguar and holds you like a mother. Welcome. Walk through the flowers, enter this sacred vehicle to cross this river into the land of your true spirit and powers. Enter the canoe, feel the symbols carved on it vibrating, speaking to you. You realize light languages are moving through your mind and your vision, through your fingers and your cells. There's a whole new level of life force as you enter the consciousness of the Maya wisdom and the blue heart of truth. Your sacred guardians on this journey begin to move, and you glide out into this crystal clear water. You continue to feel and sense the water, the jungle, the skies, the others here, the canoes, the symbols. Everything is moving. You feel like you can sense sound from water, and rhythm and visions from the sky. All of your senses are receiving in a beautiful flow that syncs with the paddle of the canoe. You feel now you are leaving behind the world of false you. Your heart is beginning to open. There is a deep ache. You feel a heaviness being taken from you. Wayanin, Mother, I am here, and I enter this sacred space. I'm ready to receive and move into alignment with my truth. This understanding of the entire life beyond me and my life, beyond the past and the present, beyond this moment and this life. Further that you move out into the waters, the more you feel your beliefs, your fears, everything being left behind. An enormous sunlight beam comes down onto you from the right, above you, going through you at a diagonal, entering and moving through your throat and going down into the water. And the moon appears above and to your left, and a moonbeam of silver comes down and crosses and goes into the water. You have now connected to receive and send communication through this solar sacred star. Your sacred crossing is complete, and you're assisted onto the shore. I am there to greet you. I am dressed in white. You can hear drums and chanting. You can see a fire behind me. Dancers in feathers, gowns and flowers, beautiful scents greet you. And again, your senses continue to tune into the spirit realms, to higher levels of truth and the physicality. You are escorted into the sacred circle. You receive roasted cacao seeds in honey. You can taste it. You chew it. You receive this richness, this blessing from the sacred bees, the melipona of the Maya. This richness is value, truth, sweetness, and the power to live the truth that you are the creator. And you are the created. You find a space in this sacred circle, and you begin to feel and see the beautiful dancers, all of the music, the flutes, the chanting. You smell sacred copal as a beautiful Mayan woman comes with a bowl, fans you, puts it over you, fans you. You feel the breeze moving away, the past, and entering the state of true duality. Now a warm cup of cacao is placed in your hands. You hold it to your heart and the warmth spreads. You hear a voice. We call on the sacred goddess, this divine energy of heart healing, the love of the cacao, the gift of the sweetness of the honey, the flavors of life represented in the anise and the cinnamon, all of the flavors blended. The aroma moves and expands your third eye. You feel visions rising from the cup. You lift it to your lips and receive the gift of heart healing, joy, and expanded vision of the cacao. It courses through your veins, expands your mind, moving around you. The ceremony, the dancers, they bring sprinkles of scents and fresh herbs across your skin. You hear singing and angelic voices and dancing. Your body, your mind becomes one with this sacred ceremony, as your heart opens and expands, I am the truth of the above, the eternal, the divine. I am love. I am the channel for love. I receive love from the infinite through the cacao and the flavors, through the beauty and the vibrant jungle, through these ceremonies and these symbols. I receive this love and I am filled, overfilled, overflowing with the richness of the truth. There is a sacredness to life. There is a purpose. There is a rhythm. Time is circular. The awareness of the Maya that I am now and you are then, and yet we are one. And we move in different rhythms and different circles, and yet we are always connected to the flow of divine source, light. A crystal heart is placed on your heart, and you feel its special healing powers. It is specifically yours. Is it obsidian, amethyst? Is it labradorite or blue lapis? Is it rose quartz or citrine? Whatever stone it is, accept it fully into your heart that you may merge with true love, love of yourself, love of your wounds, love of your lack, love of all that has been, and love of freedom from it. You feel the cacao seed, this seed that holds healing for the body, serotonin for the mind and the pineal and the visions. It holds sweetness, richness, and that holds the earth energies of your body and creating in form. You feel loved, waves of love, purifying ocean waters, sunsets. You feel the sacred jaguar, the sacred serpent calling to you. Kuku Khan says, shed the old. You are ready to be reborn. You know how to ride the rhythms and waves of life. It's just up and down, and within you are ready. You have your new crown. Allow all of your energy centers, chakra by chakra, to be aligned to the wisdom of rhythm, the sun, the cacao, and the waters. Hunab-ku, the sacred spiral of creation. You feel and hear now new music opening a space, and you move to a temple. The sun is rising. It enters this archway and hits your forehead, your third eye. Absorb it. It goes back into the pineal and through the brain and the inner eye, awakening a solar Maya initiation. Receive, receive, receive. You sense yourself moving up the pyramids and into the sacred temple of transmutation and rebirth. You emerge and look out across the verdant jungle, the infinite sky. You see and sense a new you, pulsing from your root to your crown and back again. There's a new flow, a sacred connection to your truth, an eternal nature. I understand. You're moving now through a sacred ancient Maya city. It's night, infinite stars above you, sacred land below. You sense your star drawing your heart forward. You walk to the pyramid of the moon and you see the moon above. You see the moon at the tip of the pyramid, and it opens your connection to the love of the infinite divine mother. Ishel, the Mayan goddess, descends, riding that wave. She taps your forehead and awakens your crown. You begin to feel it moving and opening, spiraling up, up, up. You rise up into the temple of the sun, and you feel within you the truth. I am the light, and I am the sun, and I am the creator. I receive. I am the center of the solar X. I create. You now find yourself on the great temple. The carvings behind you and around you are vibrating, moving, speaking, opening portals to your truth. You see now all the symbols around you, and you're transported into the chamber of truth, where you descended from infinite and took on this body, this life, this experience. You accept that it's time for you to awaken your divine purpose in your sacral, in your root, in your 8 original cells. Your chakras have been cleansed, upgraded, realigned, and you feel yourself now joining the ceremony again. You feel the ease of the flow that moves through the center of your being, bringing you nourishment and love, receiving and drinking it in, and knowing now I can shine. Now I can be all that I was designed to be. Now I can vibrate. I can receive. I can create from love, and I can be supported. Love fills your body, your cells, your blood. Your heart pumps with this new blue frequency. And you feel yourself, your star, all of your sacred Mayan guides, healers, the waters in the jungle, the wisdom in the temples, the symbols that are there. You remember and receive. Feel gratitude. Release it from your heart in a powerful spiral. Send it out through your fingers and your toes and your hair in a million ways. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now to yourself, thank you, thank you, thank you. You find yourself on the shore again. Your Mayan guides paddling away in their canoes. The jungle dissolves into a glowing blue light. And you feel yourself gently placed into your body container, into this moment at this time, a newly cleansed and reawakened and realigned you. In your heart, relax and accept. Thank you, I accept. Thank you, I give myself permission to let go of all that I have released. And thank you, I give myself permission to receive and remember this Mayan blessing and journey, to follow this truth and listen to the star of blue truth beating in my heart. I'm ready to walk each step in the truth that I am spiritual and material, that I am masculine and I am feminine, I am liquid and I am solid, that I am now and I am then, that I am one with my Mayan ancestors and temples and jungles and wisdom and the spirit of the jaguar and our sacred ascension guide, Kukulkan. Khan. And I am willing to shed the old and receive all of this guidance into my heart, that I may rise from my lack, limits, fears, and allow my sacred energy portals, my chakras, my energy centers to function in this new frequency. I'm ready to receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a moment to integrate this and receive any other sacred messages. Feel your body, your toes, your knees, and your fingers. Relax. This is true. This has happened. You have received this welcome home. Take your time to reintegrate The copal has been burning the whole time, protecting and helping you to release. This was a very beautiful honoring to be guided by the sacred ancient Maya here that are going to be a part of our retreat in March. We were taken on a journey into the retreat, into the different things that we will be doing. As you relax and receive any other messages into this sacred space, see if your Mayan connection, your healing, your new frequency, your new understanding in your heart and your soul has anything to show you about your next steps. This leap is preparing you for 11/11 in a few days and for entering the new year. So as you're coming back, please share with me what you experienced, and I'm going to share some photos with you. Hopefully you can see this, my screen here. So if you were a part of the live stream last week, I shared that we're doing an equinox retreat live and in person again, yay, in March. And I'm pulling over from where I used to live, my favorite shaman and ceremony leaders for cacao, fire ceremonies. We're going to be here at my beach home. We're going to be bathed and loved with cacao in every form you can imagine, and have sacred ceremonies. We're going to go to these sacred temples. We're going to receive the initiations of the solar pineal third eye opening that happens at one temple. We're going to be each day opening and attuning our chakras, our sacred energy centers, to a whole new frequency. And the cleansing and the love will be the first day. So if you go to Nanakasha /retreat, you will see some more about this. 2022 is unity. The top of a Mayan 9-step pyramid is unity consciousness. When you physically go on it, you release each wave and layer of consciousness from your body, your mind, and your emotions. These are the 3 lowest parts of your subtle body, your light body. There's no more denying that we're waking up, things are breaking down, and the old way is falling away. You have within you a true calling to be in the light, to be on your path, to be free from the old stories, as my client said this morning during our Sacral Secrets session. These stories of unworthiness and what do other people think, and giving my power away, and uncertainty and fear of limits and money, they're just so old, and they are. And your chakras, your energy centers there's a lot of them, but the primary 7, we use 18. In this retreat, we're going to use 9. The Earth star below you, all the way up to the soul star above you, and the 7 main ones. Thank you, 10. We're going to do 10 because we'll include the feet. The feet is your drain to open and let go of the old energies that are still living. If you've done any energy work, you know that the chakras each are very complex. They receive energies from all different dimensions and ways, and they can get clogged, they can get stuck. They're supposed to all communicate to each other up and down, and they're supposed to vibrate to bring in energies and to remove energies. They're each related to a special and important gland. They therefore control the hormones and basically bring the life force into your body. If you have any form of physical dis-ease or discomfort, if you have financial challenges, if you have mental or emotional challenges, everybody does, okay? This is the day, this is the time to come during the equinox, during the balance time, and spend 5 days activating these centers to a whole new level. And when we do this with our Mayan, Aztec, and Mexica beautiful ceremony people, I guide you through the activations, kind of like the one we did now, but not really. That was really fascinating. But I'm in each of the places when we're on top of the pyramid, when we're in Kukulkan's sacred temple of rebirth and remembering. I guide you through that. You get the actual physical space, the pyramid, the energies there from the ancients. We're going to be having the cacao ceremony, having a ceremony with Christian and his troop here on the last day. We're going to start with our cacao goddesses cooking food for us, pampering us all day, being in the pool, in the steam room, in the beach, and going through sacred healings and love, 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 love. We need to be loved up. So just like they told us today, we have to receive first, and we need to receive. So we're going to commune with the sea and the sun and the moon, and we have a place where you can get the pink salt crystals and see the gorgeous flamingos, like 30 of them flew over yesterday. And you can gather shells. You can be healed by the energies of the oceans and the ancient Atlantis energy in there. The meteor out there, the Chicxulub meteor. We have jungles and coconuts, and it's just the amount of golden energies that help you with your optimal health, wealth, and well-being are here. We're going to indulge in beautiful foods that are uplifting and healing for you. We're going to pamper you. We're going to take you to sacred places, and you're going to enter this mystical world of the cosmic Maya. We're going to do it in a way that I have learned from living here for 5 years and having done already 5 of these retreats. Extraordinarily powerful. Everyone who comes is completely transformed. Their intuition, their ability to see and move energy, their memory of who they were in Atlantis, or their powers, or anything. The kinds of things that happen to you here are not something you've ever experienced before. So we combine all of these things, and we go into the sacred cenotes, which is this sacred water in the womb of the earth, and we do it in a very safe, loving way, so don't worry about it. We've had people come to these who are afraid of water and heights, and they climbed to the pyramids, and they went into the water, and they came back a second time. Okay, so each day we're going to connect, and we use the stars, and we're going to stay here, and we're going to feed you lunch every day, and some dinners, and some treats, and fresh coconuts, and everything is designed for your heart opening, to connect with these sacred energies, and to remember the truth of who you are. When you rewire your chakras and cleanse and clear them to be able to be upgraded, you upgrade your whole light body. The emotions you carry, the beliefs you carry about you, these are going to be changed and transformed, and it's truly mind-blowing. So we go to Silbil Shaltun, to the Temple of the 7 Dolls, Rays, or 7 Powers. It's the chakra temple for the solar initiation. Through kind of like what happened today. This is the temple, if you can see my screen. This is the stele that Chris is standing next to, and we stand between the two or up behind it and receive the solar initiation on the equinox, one of the equinox days. This is about your kundalini, but in a safe way aligned to what's optimal for you. It is time for you to finally unclog these channels, stop being out of balance with only the masculine, come into the feminine, masculine, above, below. And the Maya lived like they were spiritual and they were material. They knew this and understood it. It wasn't a separate thing in their life to be intuitive and spiritual and then go over here and do something in the physical world. They both were in a dance, and the dance is that Kundalini dance, that dance of the 2 snakes that we see on the caduceus, the health the health sign that's on all the hospitals in the US and stuff. The two snakes winding back and forth are your channels, your meridians of life force energy, of masculine and feminine energy. And they live in your 8 original cells, in the physicality of your body. And we have been clogged and full of fear in our root and our sacral. So this is the moment that we are preparing to go into unity. We can't go into unity if we're carrying fear and lack and believing we're not good enough. So we need this old sacred understanding of how to balance the energy in these parts of us. And these vortexes, these the waters, the temples, they will have a powerful effect on you in a way you can't even begin to imagine if you aren't here. So we have a payment plan, 4 months of payments. If you have any questions, contact me. We talk about it. So many people have come to these that didn't think they could, that didn't know how they were going to get here or manifest the money, but they stepped into it if they believed they were meant to be here, and the doors opened. And when you're here in that moment and you start right now seeing yourself here at one of these sacred ceremonies, me hugging you, you receiving your crystals and your gifts and drinking your cacao and going to these temples, if you see that now, and you allow yourself and allow these Maya ancestors and guides that came to us today to guide you, you will manifest something that you never imagined could happen. And that is the beauty of this. We're leaving behind the world of limits. It's no longer interesting, powerful, or important to worry about all of the past. Stop getting sucked into what people think, what they're saying, who did what. Get out of the polarity of blame. It's a low energy. You're going to come here and we're going to love you and fill you with so much love that all of that fear, all of that lack about you being willing or good enough or worthiness or failures in the past or what if, all of it, they're stories and they don't suit you anymore. The Maya are calling us to remember our blue heart of truth. And wow, during that thing we just received, our heart released a star, a blue star that is now, we are now connected through our heart again. And I call this the blue Mayan heart of truth. In our first retreat, a woman came with a professional camera, a big one, and we went to Coba, and we were at the top of the tallest Mayan pyramid at dawn, alone on the equinox, and I guided a powerful ceremony. And afterwards, people had their little Mayan taxi to take them throughout the site and go wherever they wanted. And we all ended up at this one temple. And we all had a past life memory of being there. And we all had this powerful calling that there was a lot of pain still stuck in this building and that we were there together again to do a healing. So we sat down. I immediately left my body. I remember vaguely the energies coming in, the energies leaving. This was a temple that previous to the retreat I had gone to and had a memory, a very deep memory at the top of the pyramid, a vision showing me that I had been a Mayan there in the ancient times, and I was a man, and Chris, my beloved now, my soulmate, was my brother. And we were learning, and this temple that we all ended up at differently, nobody talked about guiding ourselves there, and that we remembered being at was a school. So I already knew this. It was a school for the mystic arts. It was a school to understand energies and healing and traveling between the worlds and understanding that we are multidimensional, because they understood this then. And we did a lot together and we loved each other dearly. And I watched Chris's death and I watched us bond ourselves together and say we will be together again. And I'm sure that there's been other lives that we have been together, but in this life we came here not realizing this, and we now live here. And everything about the ancient past lives of who we were is now opening portals for our own healing and for the people that I work with and the people who come on the retreats and the friends. We made agreements in these old lives to come back together. My Christian and Michelle and these ceremony people that come to us and are going to be here are the most divine, connected, loving people, and you will remember that this is your family, that you also agreed to come back together. And we do this not just for ourselves. When we come together like this, we open a portal to the world. So the first day we stay at home and we're loved and we're bathed and we have a steam room and a pool and we're on the beach and we're going to be fed and we're going to have a cacao ceremony. And we're going to bring the sacred cacao into feminine energy of creation and sweetness and beauty into every day of the retreat. The next day, all of these things are going to be, of course, depending on what's happening at the time as far as the rules of the world. But we will go to 3 temples. The temple of Sibil Shaltun with the portal for the solar Mayan pineal activation. We're going to go to Mayapan, which was once the center of this whole area, and looks like a mini Chichen Itza. We're going to go to the top of the Kukulkan pyramid, and you can still see the sculpture of this divine being there that we can sit in and touch and experience our initiation and the activation I'm going to guide us through right there in that. There's many other parts of that site that we're going to go to receive key codes and downloads. Remember, every day and every site, we're going to be activating and reawakening and upgrading our chakras. The first day is all about the heart and the higher heart. All right. Then Mayapan is about the throat. I have to remember these because they're not in order. And the crown and the sacred and the solar are Sibil Shaltun is the root and the third eye. Mayapan is going to be the throat and the crown. Uxmal is the sacral and the solar. There's a temple of the moon, there's a temple of the sun, and then this great temple. This is where the Sacred Feminine University was. It is most exquisite. These places are exquisite. And Uxmal, we're going to go to at night for a new light and sound show where you walk so sacred under the stars and see the lights and experience, and then we'll be there during the day as well for our activation. We're going to stay across the street. It's included in your fee at a beautiful luxury lodge with 2 pools and fountains and a gorgeous restaurant, and there's these tile turtles on the floor, and they'll bring you food to the pool, and we're going to enjoy. You can go to the Chocolate Cacao Museum if you would like, and we're going to come back through Merida, and you're going to have some more cacao at this beautiful place in a square of ancient colonial Merida, where you can buy some beautiful things and experience cacao brought to you with a little tray of all kinds of spices and herbs and cinnamon and cayenne and things to ornately do it. We're going to awaken your senses, okay? So that every step of the way, you're going to have an opportunity to become the new you, to be cleansed and cleared. And then the final day, we're going to be at home again. Christian and his troop are going to be here from the night before, and we're going to be I will be leading activations. Again, we're going to be pampered and connected to the land and the water, and then they're going to do our final sacred initiation ceremony with their beautiful feathers. So if you've seen our online retreats or you've been to a retreat before where Christian has led the Jaguar retreat in a sacred cave, and this is an amazing experience. These are incredibly connected sacred people who live the path of spirit and do not separate it into I'm selling this and I'm doing that. It is a rebirth. It is the awakening of the Earth Star and Soul Star. I will do that. And then he will take us with drums and flutes and all this beautiful into the sacral, and then we'll have a beautiful party. So this experience is for you, to invite you into the unity consciousness and the new world of 2022. And it's going to open a pathway for you into being a person that you don't understand right now. So what we did today was for you and for me. It was so beautiful. I was so honored to have it come through that way. And know that you are invited, you are connected, and you have within you the readiness. You're ready to move to unity consciousness. So when we climb the 9-step pyramid, we already know, and I give you chants and we give you crystals, and you've got this whole experience going on, and you're supported by all these energies that each step of the way you release all that wave of consciousness and move to the next until you reach the top of unity consciousness. So these are some photos of this is Christian and his beautiful girlfriend, Mayan girlfriend, Vianney, and they're going to have their troop here. This was the ceremony they did for us in the March equinox of this year for online. And Then this is some of the things at Mayapan. There's our sacred guide, Kukulkan. That's the temple at the top. You can see the head and the tail. It is one of my favorite places, just jungle for as far as you can see. This is a bee god over here carving. That's the pyramid on the right. There's chalk rain gods. It's all about abundance and reconnecting, shedding the old and accepting who you are. And this is Uxmal, where we'll be at night as well as during the day. This is the sacred feminine university. This is an incredible transformational, transmutational, evolutionary understanding. This is the Great Pyramid. There's the Pyramid of the Sun in the middle and the Pyramid of the Moon on the outside. And this is where we will be staying in the beautiful lodge. You can see it's just gorgeous. And this is all included. The things that aren't included are listed here. And as soon as you decide to join, we'll help you with where to go, what to do, how to decide where to stay. And this is the solar pineal initiation site of Sibyl Shaltun. And here's a few pictures of some of our cacao ceremony. This is actually our spiritual wedding this year in February. We went to Playa, where Michelle, that's my beautiful Michelle goddess, there's some of the cacao goodies she's going to make for you, painted with gold. She is the most sacred, divine, beautiful being, and her company, Apapacho Cacao, and her partner for the company, Yori, here, they will be doing our cacao ceremony. She will be cooking for us lunch and dinner on that first day, cacao mousse, and just the most exquisite, organic, tasty things. So you are really being welcomed into our home headquarters. This is our beach out front. I will be uploading and sending pictures of our house as the pool is finished. It's just about done. We've spent 4 months renovating the land, the trees, creating a sacred ceremony space. And this is actual untouched photos of the front of our house. This is the location where you will be loved up. So Chris and I welcome you. This is us in Coba, where we had our vision of our Mayan brotherhood and our agreement to come together. And interestingly enough, we met, and somehow our first trip together was flying somewhere was to Cancun, and we went to Chichen Itza, which is a Mayan site. We went home and we still didn't really know. And then along the way, we ended up coming to the Yucatan and thinking it was a 3-month stop. We're still here because the magic never ends, never ceases to unfold. So I want you to feel like a different person. I want you to come here happy and awakened. I want you to come, don't worry about anything, because you come into this sacred container and we're going to love you up, and we're going to rewire you, and we're going to allow you to become this understanding. So John said the most powerful and magical was at the top of the pyramid on the equinox, when I realized I had my special guide from Atlantis, and the first time during a guided meditation that my pineal gland activated and I could really experience, see, and feel my guide merging and connecting with me. The colors, along with an explosion of bliss, my life has truly not been the same since. And John came to every single retreat we did. He kept saying, oh, I probably shouldn't come back. And he came back, and he came back. And every time he transformed and up-leveled. It was phenomenal. And profound experience, love and light and peace. People have changed deeply. They feel like a connection to each other, to the land at a higher level than you've ever felt. We sometimes do dolphins. We're not this time. Jonathan did say that he came for the dolphins, but the jaguar activation was the most powerful thing for him. And Linda was the most gorgeous. She was getting bites along the way and was very frustrated. And on the last day, we entered a temple that we got special permission that nobody's allowed into for Kukulkan in Tulum on the coast. And as she stepped onto the temple, she got another sting, insect stung her. And as she entered the temple, she was like, are you kidding me? And then during the activation on the temple, it was like that sting was the antidote for everything else that had happened. And it was like her whole body released the toxins that all of these different things had come for her. We've only had one retreat where people got bites, so don't worry about it. But she says, I didn't even know what to call this. It was beyond an experience. So unique, magical experiences. I'm happy to be the guide for this for you. And I hope that you will feel called, because the transformation that I've seen in the people who come, they never once has anybody ever said that wasn't worth it. They were like, that was worth every penny. That was worth everything I had to do, everything I had to change. And I have people that were contacting me during the pandemic saying, wow, I wish that I had come before, or I wish that we could do it again. And so I want you to really experience and accept this and know that you are being called here. I'm going to show you Michelle here, inviting you with her little cacao treats. So thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful opportunity to come together. I'm going to redo that beautiful Mayan experience. That was lovely. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you will join me. I hope you will share this. So I want to say hi to everyone. Hi, Thea and Pamela. Pamela said the crystal heart that connected with mine was a clear, shining quartz, like an Andara crystal that I own. How wonderful. I also felt all of the waves of energy and light as they flowed through. Excellent. Hi, Julie. That was beautiful. I love tapping into the blue Mayan heart again. I know. Oh, I forgot. I didn't finish telling you the story. So the reason I came up with the idea of the blue Mayan heart of truth was that the lady taking the pictures of all of us at this temple having this past life memory together, she was click, click, click. She was walking around while we were all, the rest of us were sitting on the temple doing energy work. I was like slumped like this. And she sent me the pictures, or the next day, I think she showed us the pictures, and all of a sudden there's a series of photos, we should find them, and this big bright green light appeared above us, and these green and pink, I think, orbs around us. And then they were there, there were more there, because she was shooting pictures like do. And then suddenly this pink ray of light came down right over me in this photo. And then she got a video, and in the center of the temple, there was a blue light that was pulsing like a heart, and it was beating. Boom, boom. We took it and we put it on a repeat so you could see it. Boom, 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 boom. And to me, that's what we did there. Our coming together there was not just for us. It was for that truth of that temple, and for any energies that had been negative, heavy, painful energies that had been left there. And that was the blue Mayan heart of truth. So at the next retreat, I gave everybody a little blue heart of a blue lapis. Yes, and the crystal heart that merged into mine was a gorgeous liquid amber. How lovely. Amber has been so powerful lately, coming to a lot of this. Hi, Genevieve. Bless you, fairy godmother. That was incredible. I know lots of waves of color came through, and I felt held and loved and blissful. Wonderful. Hello, sun and moon and Sandra. This was absolutely beautiful. Wonderful. Mahalo. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Hello, ocean goddess. And I will hopefully see you at 11:11. So we'll be doing a beautiful 11:11. This 11:11 this week is a really powerful. So if you want to do a sacral healing session, let us know. They're on sale. The retreat is on sale. And also remember that there's other ways that for me to help you. There's cleanses and meditations and things like that. And really give yourself a chance. Maybe do this one again, or the one from what was it? Oh, the November energy report, understanding the energies right now. So we're deep in the sacral, and we're releasing the heaviness that has held us from this truth. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We give great thanks to this sacred space and this portal between the worlds, and to this infinity healing chamber and our Maya ancestors. Thank you, Wayan and Nin. Mother, we are here. Thank you to everyone, to the jungles and the energies and the jaguars and Kuku Khan. Thank you to the eternalness of my nature and the truth and the love. I accept, I accept, I accept. Relax and see yourself walking into the day. Feel and sense that rhythm, that beautiful heartbeat, the truth of what you've received. Go back as often as you would like to this sacred place. And remember, the truth is, you are divine and you are guided and you are meant right now in this moment to realign with who you are and to no longer be held back by the old fears. I absolutely loved the sacral healing session this morning because, like I said, the first thing that came out is these stories are so old. They're so old. They just don't need to be there. It's time to go to an even older understanding. And the beautiful thing that the Mayan knew was that we were way more eternal. They saw past their civilization. They knew that they weren't going to exist now, but they knew what was going to happen for us. So a lot of what they did and a lot of what they wrote that was burned but is being found again, a lot of what's embedded here, a lot of what's available to you right now in your heart, in your truth, is that we are one and that we are at unity. And the more you unify with your truth, who you're designed to be, not what anybody else says, take those deep things out. I have been in a month long or maybe 5 week long journey, and I'm hoping it's to get through the 11/11 portal, but it may go to December 4th or December 21st. And so there's all these portals on the way to 2022. Whatever you can do to help yourself cleanse, clear, be loved, receive, and prepare, because it sounds like, oh, unity will happen and all things will be great. But if you aren't aligned with unity, then you're still in struggle. Then you feel even more polarity. You feel more like, I can't have it. I'm not good enough. The lack of worthiness or these other things will become more intense. So use all of these resources and allow me to serve you, and let me know what else you want to hear about. We have a whole stream of things. We're going to do one on manifesting in past lives, because the realization that past lives, and they're not past, they're parallel, and they all exist at the same time, but some of them appear in the past historically to us in our timeline, so we call them past lives. However, they're so relevant, but you don't have to go, when did I have? You've got to give yourself a chance. So you can do a past life session with me. We're going to be doing some past life things. It's going to be a special coming for Black Friday. And when you integrate it, like me understanding a different level of who I was, isn't it interesting? I came here to Chichen Itza in 1980 when I was in college. And I did it because it was a college trip and it was cheap, and so it came down. And again, I went to Chichen Itza back then on a horrible bus that took $1 million. It had no AC and all that back then, but you could climb the pyramid, you could go in and you could sit on the throne and you could see a lot of these sacred things that aren't available there anymore. And then I came back again. So that Mayan spirit, that important part of my life, was calling to me, and I can see the rhythm of my life. And it's not that I did anything wrong by not knowing back then, oh, I had a past life here, or many, but I also had a life being a guardian for Ishel, for our beautiful moon goddess at Shelha, which is a sacred ruin that barely anyone knows about, that we did our first 2 retreats. We did at the Jaguar Temple, and it is to her. And that canoe, that sacred crossing, is something they actually do to Cozumel. And Michelle, one of our cacao goddesses, she does that. She trains all year, and they go across and they cross this sphere, and it's very intense. And they come back again the next day. So these people are living their sacred life, and they're called to it too. And Christian is Aztec, and we discussed one day our sadness that we feel sometimes. I wish I was Mayan. And we both received messages from Spirit to say, no, you're exactly who you're meant to be. For me to bring this wisdom to the world, if I was Mayan right now, I wouldn't probably know. But since I'm this white girl from the US who learned how to build businesses and market and do this different stuff, I now can bridge the worlds. I can bring their sacred messages to more people. And that collaboration is the weaving of the energies that are ready to awaken within us. So the sacredness of you, the past, and what the potential of the future is here. So accept all those parts of you, whether you know what they are or not. Enjoy your day, my loves. Namaste.